live your life, then obviously the enemy comes next and wants to contradict what God had told you. Some of you have had dreams most of your life. Some of you, since you've been sick, God has told you what he's going to do with you. And it wasn't until God spoke it to you that you find yourself almost doubting when God spoke to you. Well, that's the enemy. Notice the Bible says Satan. The word Satan literally means accuser. That's his character. His character is to accuse you. His character is to condemn you. And so Satan contradicts the word that God had already given. Okay, let's go back down. Verse number 4. He says, you will not surely die. The servant said to the woman, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be open and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Number one, they're already like God. Because Genesis 1:26 says, and God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. They were more like God than what they could ever be. They were already like God. To be like God, God made man in his image in the beginning. And so number one, the enemy was trying to convince them that there's a knowledge about yourself that you don't know. And if you do what I tell you to do, you're going to learn things that scientists have never seen. You're going to learn things that you can never imagine. And this is the first introduction of the occult. Say occult. Occult. The word occult speaks of hidden knowledge. In other words, going to another source of knowledge outside of the Word of God. That's occultic. You want to call a psychic hotline. Hey, check this out. You know what are the stars telling me today about my life? God never meant for you to study creation to learn about who you are. God wanted you to learn from the Creator who you are. Amen. Now it's crazy because you got a lot of saints calling the psychic hotline. You got a lot of saints going to the internet looking at their horoscope for today. You got a lot of saints going to the newspaper. I want to look. This is the year of Aquarius. Let me see what's going on. But it was never the intention of God for you to determine who you are from the stars. It was never the intention of God for you to determine who you are from sitting down with a psychic. And we're going to talk about that stuff, necromancy and consulting the dead and all of this spooky stuff that people do. Not realizing that they're opening doors. So once again, when people are going to occultic places, what are they trying to get? They're trying to get knowledge. They're trying to get information. See, warfare is about information. Whatever information lives in your mind will reflect itself in your life. And so God gives his word to Adam and Eve, and now the enemy comes and he starts talking to them, and then he shared with them, I can give you hidden information. See, whatever you need to know about your purpose in life is in the Word of God. There are 66 books full of information about what God desires for you to do, that reveals to you the nature of God, the character of God, God's will for your life. If you want to know anything about God, all you got to do is study the Word. Study the Word. See, I'm so apt to tell people that because a lot of saints that I meet, they want to go to the prophet and the prophetess. They want to go and spend all their money when all they have to do is just read the Bible. Now, do prophets and prophetess have their place? Yes, they do. But there are a lot of prophetic folks abusing what they say they have. You know, I mean, I've seen it. You know, I mean, you can't even pay your rent, and the prophet get up there and say, you know what? And they use the widow woman story. You know, the widow woman gave the last she had to the prophet. And they walk up there, and you got children, you got rent to pay, and you're going to give the last you had to the prophet. And the prophet knew that you would shut your mind down and that you would give all you have. And then guess what? Your rent will get paid. And then you say, God, what did you do? But see, they didn't know the voice of God from the voice of another. Are y'all with me? Yeah. See, you have to know the word for yourself. You got to know the voice from God, or God from the voice of another. Jesus says, my sheep hear my voice, and they know that they shall not follow. I'm challenged because a lot of people in the church have shut their minds down. I got to lose my mind for Jesus. God didn't save you to lose your mind. He saved you to gain your mind. I got to lose my mind for Jesus. God didn't save you not to think. He saved you to think. Are y'all with me? Now, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, they get up, you know, they come to the church service, they get so caught up in the spirit, and they stop thinking. No. See, the closer you get to God, the better you should think. The closer you get to God, the sharper your mind should be. God did not create man dumb. God created man intelligent.